Hello, everyone. Well, I decided to pop in. I didn't know when I'm going to do it. So today it's the day. It's all about paper pumpkin for the month of June. I know we're July, but July it's not the paper pumpkin. It's not even shipped yet. And this month it was the tiny little cards. When I say tiny, you see, well, you don't see good there. It's like 2¼ by 3½, I think. Yeah, 3½by 2¼ and I'm going to share our boom to make that on the full card. See that? That's the card. I just flip it and the envelope going to become a gift card. Usually I don't do alternative. And also first I'm going to start with an extra inspiration ID to use the stamp set. That's my gig. Each month, my paper pumpkin subscriber get a PDF. It's a download sent to them with extra IDs, all the instruction on make cards using the stamp set. So in other words, when you get your paper pumpkin, you can put all your paper pumpkin together because we're not using the supply from the paper pumpkin to do the extra card. My thing is I kept on hearing, I wish I would have more IDs to use my paper pumpkin stamp set because they are awesome. So that is why that I decided to put a group of demonstrator together and we all do one card and share the instruction and then we send that to our subscriber. So I see I got a few of the people here live with me. This will be posted after my glasses are filthy after it's done recording. So I know it's a weird time, but some people sometime at night they're not available, so that's why I like to switch this a little bit. So I'm going to flip you down and around because this is YouTube. I just use one camera, and the first thing we're going to do a card alternative, not an alternative card, back of the bus here. We're going to do a card using the stamp set with our own card stock. So like I said, my PDF, it's not alternative. But this month, I decided to do a little bit of extra just because a lot of people are not a fan of those little cards because you cannot mail them. Another thing that I'm going to share with you, when it's a note card, I got a video here. I'm sending myself cards to myself. I'm going to have a video on tips on mailing cards. When I asked about paper pumpkin survey last month and the month before, a lot of people didn't like the note card because they thought they couldn't mail it. No, you can mail it, just a regular stamp. See, boom, it got back to me. So I got a video coming up on that, and I'm going to have a special cheat insert to do, and so on. That's going to be a tip video on mailing cards. Different. I'm going to cover like the note cards. I'm going to cover how to mail in the clear envelope. Yes, you can mail in the clear envelope. See, it's fun to get in the clear envelope. So that's coming up. But today it's about paper pumpkin. So let me flip you down. Thanks for sharing. I see somebody share. Let me flip you down and around and down. And I sure don't like the color there. So let me see. I don't think I can adjust the color after we're live, but let me see if I can. I just don't like the color at all there. You know what? I think I can. So let me see if I can adjust the color a bit here. One second. Oh yeah, I sure can adjust the color. Okay, because it's so light out. Let me see. Maybe if I turn this one off. Okay, that's a bit better. Here we go. I know it's backwards there. Here we go. So now we should, be ready here. Okay, so like I said, paper pumpkin, it's a kit that come to you in the mail, and usually mine it's not even open all the way. But this time, this kit it's beyond cute, but there are the little cards. You see little envelopes, so that would be great. Like when you go do your errands, put a little thank you in there at the cashier, or a gift card to put in a bag or on top of a gift. That would be perfect. But my alternative, not alternative, back up. I'm going to share an alternative, but first, I'm going to share a card using the stamp set. The stamp set is beyond cute. And I think the stamp set in Paper Pumpkin, they are super, super lovely. Very lovely. It's worth it. A lot of greeting in it. So it's our card are very simple that we share. And like I said, we share them for how can I say that? Ways that you can use it, your stamp set, keep on using your stamp set when you're done, your paper pumpkin. So in your kit yet Coastal Cabana. So I'm going to use Coastal Cabana. I didn't open my spot there. I'm going to use my full one, and then I'm going to use crumb cake. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use a ink pad here. I'm going to tap that there, and this I get some there, but I'm going to tap the other end over there. So I got my two colors there. I got my aqua painter that I don't have much water. Let's hope I get enough water. And I just going to smear some water here. I'm going to do a quick wash. So I'm going to start with the brown. That's funny. I closed the door and it's like a Jack and Jill bathroom in this room. And the dog find a way to come in. That's so funny. Here we go. So you see, I leave some white. Hello, biscuit. And then I'm going to leave that there. And then I'm going to use my Coastal Cabana here. And I'm just going to add a wash here. That's it. That is it. And really, I want it the other way. Well, too late now, right? So I'm just going to let that dry a bit. It looked very, very light. Let me see the white balance here. Oh, my goodness. Save that. Here we go. It was the white balance. See? Voila. Let me add a bit more here. Now the color, it's much better on the screen that I see. And I'm going to use a bit more of my, the brown, it's crumb cake. So it's just a little wash. So we're going to, then I just use my inky rag and wipe this here. Now we're going to let that dry. I won't even use the heat tool. While this dry here, I'm going to share with you what you can do with those little cards here that many people are say, well, I'm not a fan of those little cards. Well, like I say, don't sweat the small stuff. We're going to make that work. I'm going to use Coastal Cabana, and we try to be very limited on the product that we use. The reason it's not because we don't have it. Most of us demonstrator, we have it. It's because that we're trying to focus on the paper pumpkin like there are new stamper. So I'm using Coastal Cabana, and this is one of the little cards that you get. One thing that I want to do, you see, it is a fold. You get two different ones. So you get that one, and you get two different envelopes. That envelope, and then this envelope. And then you add that cute little pouch you can put them in. And then you get different one. They all do the same. And you see they fold in two, and then they fit in your little envelope here. But watch what I'm going to do with that little envelope. I think I'm going to wow you here. So I'm using a Coastal Cabana, and I'm just going to start the side there, and very gentle. No, it's no right and wrong. So it's kind of the ocean or the sky, whichever way you want to take it. So this is an alternative. So I will use the stuff from the kit, because this one, it's the stamp set, but this one, like I said, normally I don't do an alternative. This one, it's a special a special broadcast, put it that way, just because I want to show you that if you don't like those little cards, don't put the kit away and say it's wasted. I'm going to share with you how you can use it. Now, it's pre-score, okay? Take your bone folder and just rub this in the back. It's going to remove quite a bit of that line there. Oops. Be careful not to crunch it that way. Now, I pre-cut a piece of old olive, and okay, my backer, it is measured 3 3/4, 3 3/4 by 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. Got that? And this is going to come on top here. And I see here, like where it was cut. If you get a nail file, you're going to take this and here we go. Now I'm going to use the stamps, the 3, and it was this one here with this, but I don't, because that was built to be put this way. Well, I don't want that. So what I'm going to do though, I'm just going to cut this here. We're still going to use both 3s, and we're going to mount that with dimensional. So I'm going to put dimensional there and one over there. And I'm going to put that right on the side because it's just partial of the 3. Right here. Now I'm going to use the stamp set, and this here just a little small, and I'm going to use my Bermuda. This is Coastal Cabana, but it should have been, yeah, Coastal Cabana. I'm sorry, I said Bermuda Bay at the beginning. My friend, it is Coastal Cabana. And I'm going to put that right in the ocean here, or in the sky, whatever you call it. Voila. Now I'm going to use my baker's twine here. Let's mount this together. And that baker's twine, the linen thread, whatever, that was part of the kit. What I'm using here, it's part of the kit here. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to go at the top. So we're going to have 2. I'm going to have 2 to share with you because I did one before going live to know what to expect from myself here, put it that way. Usually I go on the fly, right? But this is, oh, okay, I want to crisscross. So go down, diagonal, come back here, go there, and then in the center. I don't want that there. We're going to fix that in a minute. Come here, cut that, and I prepare myself. This is a regular size cardstock. So the front, it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So when you open it up, it's a piece of Whisper White cut in half, 5 1/2. Excuse me, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, score at 4 1/4. Now we're going to put that right here. And you can do the same thing with note cards. You would have to cut, but use just the front. That would be perfect. Now I'm going to use another piece of that lovely linen thread here. And I'm going to bring this right here. And I'm going to do a little bow right here. So now you see it switch my crisscross. Bring it where I want it. And pull this down, pull this down. And I won't even use any of the element on this one. The other one I use element, I'm going to share with you in a minute. Tie this up. And I'm still going to let this curl quite a bit. Oh, you know what? Let's back up the bus here. Take this, hold it right at the end, and tie and pull. Oh, that's what I didn't want to happen. Okay, well, let's curl it a bit here. Let's do our bow again. Here we go. Now it's curling a bit. Oops. I think I went on the other direction here. Let me pull this back. Here we go. A little bit longer there. So now I'm gonna leave the twine there. Oh, well, no, it's don't look good on top of the words. Here we go. So now I got my little bow. See, simple. Now, what to do with the envelope? I'm looking what the heck I did with, oh, here it is. So you see, that was the other pattern. That was part of the card. That was one of the card there you had in your kit. I'm looking here because you had different one. Yeah. So you get many different one. Oops, come back here. So you had this one. You could have done that. It's all different ones. See, so you can do all the same. So this part was there. This was white. I just sponged with crumb cake. And then I used some of those embellishment. Now, for this here, what I've done, you can use scissors, cut that straight or whatever. This should be dry here. Where it's going to be folded, your envelope, you're going to take this and cut it out. So you get those two pieces here. Now you can use glue or you can just use your liquor. I'm going to lick this, turn this around and put that right here. I was off a little bit in my cut, but that's okay. I'm going to come back and cut that straight. You know what? Let me put a bit more here. Here we go. Voila. Let me bring back my cutter there. I was off a little bit, so I'm going to bring that, cut that there, et voila. Now you get that. Now I use though, just to make it a little bit more friendlier to get it out, your gift card. Yes, it's a gift card, my friend. I used the 1-inch punch and I went halfway. Voila. Now you're going to take a gift card, put that in. So now if it's for a birthday, whatever, you can add another greeting or so on. You're going to take your adhesive, take this, open this up, and you could put your gift card at this end or the other end. This one, I'm going to put it right here. Et voila. Now I get placed to stamp something there. So I'm going to bring my stamp set here. And I'm just going to stamp in crumb cake. That's not part of the kit. So that you would have to get your own crumb cake or so on. I'm using crumb cake on the other ones. So I'm going to stamp this. 1, 2, oops. Nope, that's okay. And 3. And then I'm going to use my $10 and I'm going to stamp that. But this one, I'm going to stamp off, stamp off, stamp off. Et voila. Oh, that don't look good. So we're going to have to add a little. I'm going to use this one, that the coral, I guess it's called. And I'm going to use that with coastal. Not, yeah, coastal. So now when you get a paper pumpkin, if it's small card, you're going to think outside the box and say, oh, I can do that. Voila. So now I got placed inside to do my greeting, so on. So here, this one, I put it here. So I still can add place, to write and so on. And this one, I put it on that side. But see the front, that was all part of your kit. So the little card became a big card. So simple to alternate. Now, for extra IDs. So I cannot share with you the one that we share in the PDF because that's strictly exclusive for our Paper Pumpkin subscriber. But I got this one here that I'm going to share with you what I would have done with this. So each month, usually I come live and share about the Paper Pumpkin. Now, to be subscribed to next month Paper Pumpkin, you have to subscribe before July. Let me think here, before July 10. And we get the refill on that lovely kit that I shared with you. We get the refill without the stamp set. But to get the refill, you need to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So if you're not yet, you can subscribe and then get your refill. Absolutely. So I'm going to use the sand dollar here, put it here. Not the same dollar, I'm sorry. This is the starfish. And then I'm going to use my sand dollar, and that's just going to put here. That's good enough. And now I'm going to use the thank you greeting for this. So I'm going to use the thank you, and I'm going to use that with Coastal Cabana. And if I would be, here it is. And I'm going to put this right here. So you want to make sure this was dry enough. I hope it was. Perfect. Thank you so much. And now we're going to jazz it up just a little tiny bit. And we're going to jazz it up with, this time I'm coming to get my linen thread, because remember, we're not using any embellishment from your Paper Pumpkin. I know you would have leftover embellishment, so you can always use some of the leftover, but our goal is to use nothing from the Paper Pumpkin in case if you use it all. So this, I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the other one. Oops. And then we're going to tie this, but I'm going to put a bigger bow this time. So let me cut this. And I always like to come in the back and re-secure my thing. I got, you know what? Let's use a piece of Coastal Cabana. And that's going to be at 3.5 by 4 3/4. Because my piece was 4.5 by 3 1/4. Now I went at 3.5 by 4 3/4. I think it needs this in the back here. Oh, you know what? I think that back it's plain. 1 second. We're going to use crumb cake. So crumb cake on crumb cake. And let me wash you this here. So those stamp sets can be used, you know, for many things. And that is my goal, that after you get your stamp set, you can keep on using it. So every month we are sharing IDs of using your stamp set that came in your Paper Pumpkin. So that go out about the 1st of the month. After you get your Paper Pumpkin, it gets shipped between the 10 and the 12, whatever, if you're on the first cycle. So you get it, and about the 1st, you get the alternative. Oh, see how that is pretty now? Adding that in the background. Sometimes you just have to add a little something, something. Here we go. So that is my little something, something. And then I'm going to put this here. Now I'm going to use, let's do three loopy here. I got three loopies that I'm going to do a bow. Pass this under. Just on the side there, up and down. You want this to go up and down. Go do the little loop at the bottom first, around and under. Okay, now we're going to shrink that. But watch what's going to happen to this here. And then I just going to take a loop here, go a little bit more, a loop there, go a bit more. So now I see I got a three layer or three loop bow, different size. It make it very lovely. Now what I'm going to do though, I'm going to use a glue dot. It's some in our kit, but right now, if you would see my room right now, I'm trying to do a bazillion thing at once. Well, let's see if we can find some glue dot in this place. I know I get some. They're right where I'm not looking, right? Okay, I find this one here. They're very tiny, this one. Okay, I get that there. I'm going to put that under and down. So then it's going to stay there in place. Now, inside, just because it's crumb cake, I would like to add an insert, just because I think it's better when you write your memo. I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to put and then I'm going to use my coastal. I know some of you are going to say, you should have used Calypso Coral for that, but I'm trying to stay in, like I said, we try to use less. Now I got that. Thank you so much. You get place to write your memo. And we're going to put this inside. So you see now you get an alternative way to use your stamp set. Very simple. I think it's very cute. And again, this month I went above what I usually share and did those two alternative cards. So again, it's exactly the card front. This one is stamp at the top. This one is, stamp sponge at the top, sponge at the bottom. And all these things was part of your kit. So, because you had plenty to do all those cards, you would have plenty. So here I add the bling bling element. This one I didn't add nothing. I just add my three, the little stamp, and both of them are for gift card with your envelope. So if you use the front, I thought, well, we want to use that, and that is the perfect size for a gift card. So you see why I punch a circle there, so it's easy to pull in and out. So that is it for today. Let me tell you a little bit more about next month paper pumpkin here. I want to pull it out here. So next month they give us a little 10 bits usually, to give us. So next month it's going to be matching with the woven thread suite, the garden land, and come sail away. And from what I can see, let me see if they tell me the card. It's going to make 9 mailable cards. So let me flip you here and here. So yeah, I'm dark. See, I went in the sun. No, 1 second here. Let me Here we go. So I got the thing up there. So that's good. It did work. So next month, it's a 9 mailable card. So that could be a note card or it could be a full card. They don't tell us. They tell us it's mailable. Like this month that we just received was not mailable. So the smallest card you can mail really, it's the note card like I did to myself here. See? Boom. That is a note card. This is a full size card. And yes, I didn't open this up. I mailed that to myself because I will do a video on all tips on mailing. After that survey, I find out it was a must. I get many video on how to guess estimate, for the mailing, what stamp set you need. But with embellishment now, from whatever I was reading, I'm like, ooh, I need to do a video. So that will come up very shortly. Thanks. And that's about it. So again, you can get the refill. So the refill, you get everything but the stamp set. And let me tell you, this kit here was a lot of stuff. I mean, lots and lots and lots of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it made close to 16 cards, I think, with the little envelopes. I'm not sure. I didn't count. So I'm just estimate that from the picture there. Maybe it tell me, but I didn't read there. So, and it come all in a cute little envelope in a little box, and that's delivered to you. And we don't know what it is, except they give us a little tidbits. Like I said, it's going to be something with a sail away, woven thread, and garden lane. That's the suite that they're going with. And also, we know it's 9 mailable card. You need to be a subscriber before July 10th. And don't forget, if you do the prepaid, like let's say if you do a 3-month prepaid, the prepaid, if you're wondering about the prepaid, if you go in the back of the catalog, right in the back of the catalog, so they tell you like the 3 months prepaid, it is $63. Well, with $63, with this month, it's bonus month. So you would get the bonus day, you would get a $5 coupon to use on another order in August. So for every $50 this month, you're getting a coupon of $5. That's the code's going to be emailed to you. That's run the whole month, and the redeem, it's August 1st to the 31st. So you spend now and save for August. Also, to join my team, that's the killer deal. If your wish list is long, I recommend that you join my team. It's no string attached, no commitment. You get to choose $155. Yes, $155. And you only pay $99 and it's shipped to you for free. What a steal. So if you get any question, please visit me. So that's it. Really, it was about Paper Pumpkin. I'm going to talk a lot more about joining my team in the coming month. But just visit my blog. Right at the top, it's a question and answer to join my team. I got it right there. Usually you get 125, but this month and next month you get 155, and it's shipped to you for free. So great deal. Check my blog post tomorrow. It's all about joining my team. So any question about Paper Pumpkin or anything about Stampin' Up related, please give me an email or a call. I'm here to help you. Okay, I guess I don't see any question. If I see question that I miss, I'm going to try to catch you and reply to you, because I cannot really reply after it's done live because the chat go at a different place. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope it's not as hot as your place than it is here, but that's why it's a great day for stamping when it's hot. Turn that air conditioner and you're good. Bye-bye for now, my friend. Till next time, happy stamping.